Yeah, it's nice. I mean, it's our home base for the U.S. ski team, but it also is starting to feel more like another home for me. I was just saying the other day to my coaches that it feels like every time we drive back into Austria from any other country, it feels like home. And driving up the Ostal Valley, definitely feel more relaxed. I feel good, but there's there's a lot of things still left to accomplish this season, and I'm kind of waiting till the end of the season to really think about it, because sometimes thinking about the success, you can easily say, okay, I'm done, and I want to just keep moving forward. So right now I'm not thinking too much, but yeah, it's nice to have 2 World Championships medals. The pressure wasn't so much in the slalom. I mean, I think it was a lot, but I didn't feel it so much until afterwards. The relief was huge. Like you said, I went through the finish and I couldn't even celebrate because I was thinking, oh my gosh, thank goodness I did that. It helped that Ted raced the day before me and won the GS medal, and I was thinking, okay, now there's less pressure because we have a gold, and that's good for the US. So then I was able to just ski a little bit more free, and it was nice. It was big relief. I mean, now I will always be one of the few American athletes who had a medal in a World Championships at home, and that's a cool thing. Yeah, well, that was part of how I stayed calm, is taking the nap, and sometimes in between races and run 1 and run 2, if you have, you're too awake, then you lose energy. Or for me, I have trouble staying very awake and very focused all day long. So I try to focus for run 1 and then calm down and almost start like a new day for the second run. So I do it, by taking naps or just trying to calm down and close my eyes and picture myself somewhere else. I don't know. I've always loved sleeping ever since I was a little girl, so I guess I'm just used to it. To be able to, like in a moment of high pressure or nerves, it makes me tired, and I think, oh, I'll just take a nap, then I'll be better. Yeah, I really want the slalom globe, but it's hard to focus on that right now, because I know that my skiing is good, my slalom skiing is really fast, but it only counts if I put it out in the races, and I tend to ski worse when I think about winning or think about the globe or the pressure. I always ski my best when I'm just focused on making good turns and having fun on that day, and that's what I've been doing a little bit more lately. And so now I have the red bib back, but I think Frida is a very tough competitor, so we'll see how that goes. There's 2 more races left this season, and I'm happy to be in the lead again, but I don't know what's going to happen there. A little bit. I think the records motivate me, but I don't know all of the records. It seems like every single race that I ski or that I win, somebody says, you broke this record today, and I'm like, I didn't know that was a record. But it's cool, and it's motivation to know that, like, if I'm making history in the moment, then I'm doing something right, and it all boils down to skiing fast, but it's nice to have the kind of external motivation. Even if I have a chance, I'm not so worried about breaking the records, but giving myself a shot. And that's more, sometimes race day doesn't boil down to the fastest skier. Sometimes it's the weather, sometimes it's skis, sometimes it's other factors. So I can only control myself, and I'll do my best. I think I have a shot. I mean, even last year I was already thinking about the overall, but not, with just slalom and GS, I have to win almost every single race. Going up against girls like Fenninger and Maze, and now Lindsay's back and winning a lot. They all have, at least 3 disciplines that they win in all of the time. And I'm only a contender in slalom and giant slalom, but even my GS is still a little bit behind. So it's harder to win the overall with just 2 events, but I think it's possible if I can really get good at giant slalom. She's so inspiring. I think, I think it's amazing. She's just a small, beautiful, very strong woman, and she could probably a model or, you know, a scientist or whatever she wants to be, but she's a ski racer and she does it so well. And I'm really inspired by that. I think it's so cool that she has so much momentum right now and she's just winning everything, and it's no problem. It looks so easy for her. So hopefully sometime in my career I can feel that comfortable on my skis. That was cool. I did it here in this exact spot. Honestly, we were here and it was not very great weather that day. It was really cold, and it wasn't like today, but it didn't really matter because they put the commercial in black and white. But that was a long day. It was 8 or 9 hours out here and just outside the whole time doing commercials and retakes. But when they were doing it, everybody on the set was so professional that I knew it was going to turn out well. And then when I saw it just the last couple months, it's really cool. You know, I've never been in a real commercial on TV, and I don't know, every time I see that, I'm like, wow, they really made me look good. So that's so cool. My German skills.
How did they improve?
Oh gosh, I think they're better than they were the last time, but still not good enough for like a full interview in German. But I was at a restaurant last night at the Rimmel restaurant in the Bellevue. It's just in Solden, and I was talking to Patrick's mother, and it was kind of mostly in German, very broken German, but I was surprised at what I understood and how I was able to communicate with her. And she spoke a little bit of English and I spoke a little bit of German, and that gave me some confidence. And sometimes with language, you just need confidence to just speak it, and then you realize that you know more than you think. So I have to practice a little bit. My vocabulary is not so good, but the basics are there, so that's a good start.
Perfect. Wow!
Wow! Och, Katzelschwurf! Yeah, Michaela Kierkasser told me. I think that sounds so cool to do yoga on the snow. I mean, for me, I love skiing. I love being in the mountains, and I think I would do something like that for sure. It sounds really cool. But it would be a nice day like today and maybe a little bit warmer. My fingers are a little cold right now, but I guess if you're doing yoga, you're probably pretty warm. So that would be a cool idea.